Please, Bob. Forget this job. It's too dangerous.
Oh, Jeannie, look here. My lucky charm. Posse hasn't even come close to me since you gave me that.
Worry about you. Don't go.
This is the last job, Jeannie. The last ride for the Daltons. Then I'm going to take you away someplace. Maybe Brazil. Someplace in the sun. Get you well again. Just you and me. Whole new world.
Bob, we better get moving.
All right, I'll be right out there, Grant. Jeannie. Jeannie.
Jeannie!
Death Valley Days.
Howdy, folks. I'm the old ranger. In a short 18 months, the famous Dalton brothers have stolen much of the thunder from such men as the James boys and the Youngers. Now, October 4th, 1892, the West was about to witness one of the most violent gun battles when the Daltons rode into Coffeyville, Kansas, and gambled on 3 minutes to eternity.
Remember this spot, Bob? A lot of speckles we hooked her when we were kids.
We ain't far from the house, Bob. Why don't we go see Ma?
You out of your mind? You think the law don't know where your ma lives? They might be watching the place.
I ain't been home in months.
So I'll sing you to sleep tonight.
Shut up. If you want to see Ma Emmett, you'll see her.
Well, it's too risky, Bob.
Go on, Emmett. Drat.
It's Thursday. I bet Ma made ham hocks and lima beans. She always used to do that on Thursdays.
Yeah.
It's Ma.
Yes, she looks tired.
Well, come on, let's go down.
No, wait. Get back on your horse. Real easy.
But Bob, you said we could...
We're gonna get out of here before she sees us. Now get. Go on.
What's the trouble, Bob?
Us.
How much you figure we'll get tomorrow, Doolin?
Well, County Bank ought to be good for about 40,000. And the First National Bank would be, I'd say, 50 or 60.
100,000. That sure is a nice hunk of candy money.
Candy.
Women. Broadwell calls them candy. It's all he thinks about. It's all he talks about.
Me, I want my own setup. My own boy. I'm not stopping after this one. I got plans. Maybe you boys like to throw in with me after Coffeyville.
Could be. Bob says it's the last one for him.
That right, Grat? Your brother starting to run scared?
Why don't you ask Bob that? To his face. Bob better have something to eat. Take him easy.
Gret says you ought to eat. I don't know why we couldn't have gone and seen Ma today. We're right there.
Well, I was going to, Emmett. I saw her down there. Tired, old. We made it that way, Grant and me. Now you.
I sure would have liked to seen Ma. If only for just a few minutes, anyway.
A few minutes can do a lot of damage, Emmett. No use stirring it all up again, just worry her. Ma said one time, they'd bring me home dead someday. My boot's still on. Never forgot that. Emmett, if they ever get me, don't you let them take me home like that.
Oh, I won't, Bob, I promise.
I don't know why I ever let Grat talk me into taking you in with us. At least I could have left something for Ma.
Yeah, Ma used to be so proud of you and Grat when you were deputies. She used to shine your badges when you weren't looking. I kind of figured on having myself a badge someday.
Come on, boy. The Condon Bank is exactly 50 paces from the First National Bank here.
We've been all through this before.
And we're going to go through it all again. That's all right with you. We'll leave at dawn, cover the 15 miles into Coffeyville at a slow pace, like farmers going to market. No fast riding, just like farmers.
So we don't attract attention.
That is correct. That's why we brought these old clothes. Should get into town about 9:30, just in time for the bank to open. First important thing is the hitching post here in front of the Condon. I've got to tie up the horses here. Everything depends on getting away fast. That hitching post is the answer. This is the marshal's office here. Marshal Charlie Connolly.
Connolly? The school teacher?
He used to keep me late after school all the time.
He's a good marshal, a tough one. Most of the people in Coffeyville know us. You two be sure you keep those false beards on. This job discovered, the whole town will mobilize. Most important thing of all, don't let them hold up here, Isham's hardware store. That's your job, Dillon. You'll be out in the front here. Don't let anybody get in that store. Command shots at both banks. We'd be in real trouble if they took up a position in there.
Don't you worry. I can keep them out of that hardware store.
Look, Dillon, Coffeyville's our hometown. We know most of those people there. They're good people. So don't you get gun happy.
Those bank tellers try to give us silver, don't take it. Only weigh us down. We've got to get out of that town fast. In and out. 5 minutes. After that, the town will be alive with guns. We know those people. They got guts. A lot of guts. Grat, you and Emmett and Broadwell go out of town heading north. Doolin, Powers, and I'll go southwest, split up their posse. Meet at the old hideout exactly 2 weeks from tonight.
2 banks at one time. Not some fancy setup.
Daltons are going out in style. James' boys and the youngers are going to look like melon pickers after this one.
Now, we'll just remember the 3 most important things. That hitching post, Isham's store, and timing. 5 minutes and out. Anybody gets hit, you leave them. That includes me.
Bob, I'm sorry about Jean. We all liked her.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, maybe we should talk about it. This double bank job. After what's happened, I think we should forget about it.
No, Grat. We're gonna do this job.
What time is it?
10 after 8.
Grat, how many times have I told you to sit straight in that saddle?
Well, it's an old habit.
Break it. I'm not gonna stop to pick you up if you get trolled when we tear out of town.
He's been doing that since we was kids. I always told him about it.
You just managed to hang on to your own saddle, little brother. You got enough to worry about.
Shut up. Told you we're farmers. Sodbusters going to market. Now act like it. You're leaning again, Grat.
All right, all right.
How many times have I told... Now what?
Caught a gopher hole. Looks like he bowed a tendon.
Fine. That's just fine.
Well, maybe he'll work it out by the time we get to Coffeyville.
Now, everything depends on us getting out of that town fast. We can't take any chance on anything that'll slow us down.
Well, what can I do about it?
Nothing. You're out.
Maybe we better call it off, Bob. With Doolin out, that'll leave the street wide open. And if they ever get into Isham's store...
I'll have to take that chance. We'll see you, Dillon. All right, let's go.
Oh.
Bob, the hitching post. It's gone. Bob, we better not.
Let's move. Follow me.
I wonder if that old grouch McKenna's still around. Always run us off for planning his hayloft. get up. Quick. Let's get to it, Chuck. Over there, Mr. Anderson.
Move!
Grant Dalton.
All right, nobody gets hurt unless they do something foolish. Get it out. The big stuff.
You heard my brother. Get. You're over there.
Get it open. Hurry. I said get it open.
I can't. It's got a time lock.
What?
It won't open till 9:45.
3 minutes to go.
Now, Bob said we had to get in and get out in 5 minutes.
Without the money? He didn't say that. We wait.
It's him.
The bank's been robbed! The bank's been robbed! Mr. Dalton! The bank's been robbed!
All right, hurry up with it.
Which bank?
Both of them!
Get your rifles, find cover. Try to make it to Isham's. Get those women off the street! Find cover! We'll get to Isham's. We can cover both banks from there.
All right, you. Come with us.
We'll hold up down at Isham's. All right, out the back door.
Let's get out of here, Grant.
We still got a minute to go.
We'll be trapped here. Let's take what we can. We gotta get to those horses. We're gonna have to make a run for it. You go across and I'll cover you. When you get over there, you cover for me. Go!
You all right, Bob?
Yeah. Come on, move. All right, get down. Help him up, Grant.
Help me! Help me, Broadwell! Go on, leave me be, Emmett.
Hold your fire. They're all down, all of them. That's Bob Dalton over there. He's dead. There's Grat over there.
He's dead, too.
Emmett here. He's still alive. Thank God I didn't kill him. I used to cut this boy's hair.
Somebody better go out and tell her Ma.
Bob, take off his boots. Don't let Ma see him like that, please.
Better get him over to the docks.
They might have made it if they hadn't waited those 3 minutes for that bank vault time lock to open.
That vault doesn't have a time lock. It won't be installed till next week.
Mac, how'd you recognize them? They were all wearing false beards.
The first thing I noticed was the horses. I figured them animals was too fine a horse flesh for farmers to be riding. Then I noticed the way one of the boys rode in his saddle. Kind of set off to one side. Nobody I ever knowed rode like that but Grat Dalton. I remember telling him one time he's going to get himself hurt riding like that.
The day of the Daltons ended in what became known as Death Alley, and the West would never forget that violent October morning in Coffeyville in 1892. Now, Emmett Dalton came out of the hospital 5 months later, and he spent 15 years in the Kansas State Penitentiary. After he was pardoned by Governor Hawk in 1907, Emmett spent the rest of his life as a churchman and a respected citizen of his community.